Now, from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather tonight. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, well, happy Wednesday evening, everyone. Hopefully your Wednesday afternoon went well. It was another hot one out there as anticipated. In fact, 102 was our official high at DFW today. But here's the good news. In my updated 12-day forecast, there are no additional triple-digit days showing up. We're going to talk about that. And then also I've got quite a few rain chances showing up now in that updated 12-day as well. So details on that, again, as we go through the next few minutes and also as we roll through the hour as well. But here's your Wednesday evening. And it's going to be a hot one, right? So basically we're through the 90s. Now there is a 30% opportunity of a splash or dash shower or thunderstorm, even here in the Metroplex. So if you do happen to have a little bit of rain in your area, maybe some thunderstorm activity will help to cool the temperatures down. But this is just the beginning because like I mentioned, especially as we get into tomorrow, the temperatures will be trending down fairly significantly. More on that coming up. So there's that 102 I was talking about. Take a look at Dallas Love Field, 104 for an afternoon high, 105 down in Waxahachie, even Terrell 105 today. These were the actual recorded high temperatures. It was a very hot one, kind of ending some of this triple-digit heat on a quite high note, that is for sure. Of course, we're ending the triple-digit heat, at least for now, because of this little blue and red line. That's our summer cold front. It's kind of wobbling through the area, beginning to stall out, but all that matters is it made it into North Texas, and as we go through the evening, even tomorrow, it will continue to be the focus of scattered showers and thunderstorms. Looking at the visible satellite and radar review here, again, you can see quite a bit of scattered activity really all around the region. But again, more importantly here in North Texas, it's mainly south of the boundary that we do have some scattered activity from locations like Hill County back over through Navarro County, all the way back over through Henderson, Anderson County. We'll talk more about this with live radar updates as needed as we go through the evening. But if you're on the northern sides of the boundary, even up here in the Metroplex, as we go through the evening, it's still not impossible that we still have a few widely scattered showers and thunderstorms, and even as we go through tomorrow as well. So the rain chances are not going to be just for a couple hours as we go through this evening. Here's the model. And again, you can see through the evening, yes, most of the activity is in our southern counties, but here's 7:30. You can see even by 7:30, 8, 9, 10 p.m. Again, this is not a solid lock. It's not a 100% proposition here, but the model's at least giving some signals that, yes, we may even here in the Metroplex see some scattered shower and some thunderstorm activity as well. Of course, we'll be tracking that. We go fairly quiet as we go through the overnight, and then as we go through tomorrow, we'll have one more wave of scattered showers and thunderstorms come through as we go through the morning into the afternoon. Then we essentially clear it out. And oh, by the way, did I mention as we go through tomorrow, high temperatures only in the 80s. I will show you that coming up momentarily. But then even as we look at the extended here and kind of talk about the extended, it's not just today, tomorrow that we have these weather changes on the way. As we get into the weekend, we will begin to warm back up into the 90s. But I tell you what, as we get into next week with our summer heat dome here really shifting out to the west, we're going to have a fairly decent troughing pattern coming in. And that troughing pattern is going to keep our pattern very active. In fact, I'm tracking multiple rounds of rain next week. And again, high temperatures next week generally in the 80s. Take a look at this here. So this round of rain today, tonight, tomorrow, it's going to be pretty spotty, right? You're mainly just seeing green show up. Again, any rainfall amounts would be fairly light on average. But then as we get into next week, take a look at this. I'm not even putting any numbers here. We don't want to get too caught up in this quite yet, but the latest data really just continues to signal that next week, again, we really see just waves and rounds of rain. And some of it could be heavy, and again, some of it could be quite meaningful. Real answer to prayers here in North Texas for sure. But here's your overnight lows, again, generally speaking here. Lots of 70s showing up, so much milder compared to the 70s and 80s we've been dealing with. Overnight rain probabilities here, 20 to a 30% chance in the south. And look at your Thursday, not a misprint here, highs in the 80s. In fact, 88 at DFW, and really across the board tomorrow, 30 to 40% opportunity of, again, rain and thunderstorm activity. Getting into Friday, we do rebound the temperatures back into the 90s. And like I mentioned, even heading into the weekend looking fairly hot, right? By Saturday into Sunday, temperatures there in the 90s. But take a look at that. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, fairly likely opportunities of rain and storms. Could even be some heavy stuff right in there. And then again, look at those temperatures, highs only in the 80s. Wow, more on that coming up.